I'm feeling good, I got the monkey on my back and now I'm finally free. I gave my life over to Christ, he changed my life and now I'm finally free. Don't have to carry no more weight up on my shoulders, now I'm finally free. Finally, oh yeah. So many things in life I had to give up on, but my God didn't give up on me. No, he didn't. He gave me another chance. Yeah. I was blind, but now I see. Oh yeah. I finally gave my life to Christ and now I'm finally free. Anything I need, my God provides for me. I just want to thank you, God, for loving me, taking care of me and my family. I had to clean up when I messed up, starting my life over again. Now I'm finally free. I'm feeling good, I got the monkey on my back and now I'm finally free. I gave my life over to Christ, he changed my life and now I'm finally free. Don't have to carry no more weight up on my shoulders, now I'm finally free. Finally, oh yeah. People talk that what they do and what they say can't stop my moves. Let me say a thing or two about what God can do for you. I know he did it for me, I know that he'll do it for you, because I am living proof of what my God can do for you. People change, but my God won't change. I weather the storm with a smile on my face, singing hallelujah is the higher praise. Lord, I want to thank you for another year. I've been changed. The angels in heaven done shine my name. Gave my life to Christ and now I'm finally free. Anything I need, my God provides for me. I just want to thank you, God, for loving me, taking care of me and my family. He took the shackles off my feet, now I can dance and now I'm finally free, finally free. This was for the people in the world who believe in Jesus, believe in Jesus. He took the shackles off my feet, now I can dance and now I'm finally free, I'm finally free. This was for the people in the world who believe in Jesus. I'm feeling good, I got the monkey on my back and now I'm finally free. I gave my life over to Christ, he changed my life and now I'm finally free. Don't have to carry no.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to ARP in the morning. I'm your humble host, Wise Man. Appreciate you guys pulling up, man. I hope all is well with you guys on this fine Thursday morning, Friday Eve. The weekend is around the corner. Goodness gracious, the weeks fly by. I tell you, they fly by. Hope you guys are doing well this morning, man. Hope you guys are doing well. God bless each and every one of you guys, man. We got a pretty good show today. Short show, compact. Tomorrow's show gonna be long, so y'all know I like to do Thursday shows, make them a little shorter. Yesterday's show went a lot longer than expected, but it was good. Shout out to my guy Asa Guy for pulling up for a little bit yesterday and hanging out with us. I thought we had a really good conversation yesterday, and I thought that was pretty phenomenal. So I'm definitely thinking about doing some additional streams and things of that nature where we're just spitballing and I'm not 100% on a specific topic, just interacting with you guys, maybe have some guests pull up and we can have conversations and, obviously interacting with the questions and statements and thoughts and perspectives that come via super chats. I'm thinking about doing something along those lines in the very near future. We're going to keep ARP in the morning. That's not going to change, but maybe we'll add an additional, maybe either on a Saturday, a little bonus show, or, maybe a Friday evening or something in the evening time frame. Little bonus show, just to spitball, and I may have some folks come up and just hang out with me for a little bit. So be on the lookout for that. We're spitballing. We're still trying to figure it out. Like I tell you guys all the time, man, we are building the plane as we fly it. We're building the plane as we fly it, man. That's how we do. That's how we do around here. But I do appreciate you guys pulling up. Let me show some love to my folks in the chat. Shout out to all my ARP family members. Thank you guys very much for pulling up as always and supporting the channel. I also want to say shout out and much appreciation to Catherine for supporting the channel via Buy Me a Coffee. Thank you very much. God bless you. I appreciate you supporting the channel financially. Thank you very much. Y'all know when you're on this side of things, man, we're constantly fighting an uphill battle. And I appreciate all of you guys that support the channel financially. I do not take it for granted. And I'm extremely humbled, by the fact that you guys support what we're doing over here at ARP, man. So thank you guys very much. Shout out to my guy, Mark Galvin out of Cashville, Tennessee. Shout out to you, brother. What's going on, Redefine Queen? What's going on, Lori Ottison? Y'all make sure y'all follow Lori Ottison's instructions and hit that daggone like button if you haven't done so already. Shout out to Kevin Caldwell. Shout out to my guy, Hunter. He always comes through with the Bible verse to get the day started off. So we're going to get that read real fast. It says, in everything I did, I showed you that by this kind of hard work, we must help the weak. Remembering the words the Lord Jesus himself said, it is more blessed to give than to receive. Acts chapter 20, verse 35. Yes, Lord. Praise the Lord. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, Hunter. Thank you. You always come through. Always come through. I can count on it. Shout out to Insanity's Darling out of Richmond. Shout out to you. Appreciate you pulling up this morning. What's up, Matthew Hatton? Toy Mafia in the building. We got Larry Montgomery in the building. Shout out to you. We got Cram Session in the house. We got Eric Smith in the building. It's good to see you, brother. Hope all is well out there in DC. Be safe. But I'm thinking things are, I'd like to hear from you, man. Are things a little, do you see a difference? Do you see a difference? Down there in DC, I know you live right there in the heart of things. What up, Sugar Shane? How's it going this morning, brother? Hope all is well with you. Shout out to you. Who else we got up in here this morning? We got Cool Ramon in the building. Shout out to you. Appreciate you pulling up. What's up, B? What's going on with your sister? Hope all is well. What up, Malachi? Peace and blessings to you, brother. Be safe out there on the road. Said he's heading to Des Moines, Iowa. Shout out to you, brother. Be safe out there, man. Shout out to you. What up, Crystal from Crystal Beyond Labels? If y'all not subscribed to her channel, go subscribe to this young lady's channel. She's doing great work over there. Shout out to you, Crystal. Appreciate you pulling up this morning. What up, JJ O'Hara? Shout out to you. We got Amber Young in the building. Shout out to you. Appreciate you guys. Let's see who else we got up in here this morning. And you guys getting it in. What's going on, LJ? How you doing this morning, sister? Crawley, Texas in the building. Shout out to you. Appreciate you pulling up. What up, Dion? Appreciate you pulling up. She said she missed the show yesterday. Hope you went back and watched the replay, or at least hit the like button on the replay. Shout out to you. Hope all is well with you, man. It's good to see you this morning. All right, we got Jane Fecto in the building. Shout out to you. Okie Angel in the house. Shout out to Angela Montgomery. Appreciate you pulling up this morning. We got Cameron Peterson in the building. Shout out to you. Appreciate you pulling up this morning. What up, Queen Chloe? How you doing this morning? Now, y'all know I named Queen Chloe. I gave her that name. You know what I'm saying? She's sipping her Starbucks with her pinky in the air. She hoity-toity. Hoity-toity. I don't know. She comes down and slums it out with us regular people, from time to time. What's up, Benita Whitehead? How you doing this morning, sister? Hope all is well. Appreciate you pulling up this morning. Who else we got up in here? Is it Zeraline? Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Zeraline Hayes, shout out to you. Appreciate you pulling up. Appreciate you pulling up this morning. We got Christina. Is it Darku? Hopefully I'm pronouncing that properly. Appreciate you pulling up this morning. Hope all is well with you. We got Vicky Ramsey. Shout out to you. Appreciate you pulling up. We got John Zurich in the building. Shout out to you. Appreciate you pulling up. Peyton Rhodes in the building. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. What up, Marla? How you doing this morning? Hope all is well. Hope all is well. Who else we got up here? We got Mark Patterson in the building. Shout out to you. We got Ryan. Is it Jism or Gizm? Hopefully I'm pronouncing that properly. Appreciate you pulling up this morning. Krista Knight in the house. Shout out to you. Marie Noose in the building. Shout out to you. All right. We got RJ Hudson in the house. What's going on, Melissa? Out of daggone Honolulu, Hawaii. She stays up. She stays up late to come hang out with us, man. Shout out to you. She's in the blue state of Hawaii. But there are some, there's definitely some real ones out there for sure. What's going on, brother MJ in the building? Good morning to you, brothers. Appreciate you pulling up this morning. Hope all is well. Shout out to you. Who else we got up in here? How do you say that? Let's see. Is it Latrake? Latrice? Hopefully that's right. Latrice, I'm assuming. Hopefully that's right. Shout out to you. Appreciate you pulling up this morning. We got Oscar Madison in the building. H-Town in the house. Shout out to you. We got Arta Freeman in the house out of Georgia. Okay, I see you. We got a lot of folks out of Georgia that pull up. Georgia, Texas, Cali. Oh, yeah. Appreciate you guys, man. Appreciate you guys pulling up. What up, Frank White? King of New York. KW in the building. Shout out to you. Appreciate you pulling up this morning. Hope all is well. All right, man. So we're going to go ahead and get things kicked off. You know, we're going to get things kicked off. What's up, Deborah Carver? How's it going this morning? Suburbs of Illinois. Appreciate you pulling up. Matthew Wickens as well. Appreciate you pulling up this morning. And we got Betty Mercado. Shout out to you. Tampa, Florida in the house. Shout out. North Memphis, back in the building. Thank you very much. Appreciate you pulling up. Hey, God bless you. I still love you. Even when we don't agree. Even when we don't agree, it's still love. Appreciate you pulling up this morning. What up, C. Bergie? How you doing? Annie Love in the house. Shout out to you. What up, Quincy James? Shout out to you. Appreciate you pulling up this morning, brother. Big Tim in the building. Shout out to you. All right. You know what? Let me show her some love. Shout out to, hopefully I'm pronouncing this right. Is it Asia? Shout out to her. She said she lost the love of her life. Friday, 8/8. Please pray for Mr. Hey, y'all make sure y'all keep him and her lifted up in prayer. My condolences to you. You know, I know it's tough, but hold on. Appreciate you pulling up this morning. What's up, Chester? How you doing this morning? Beachcomber Noni in the building. Shout out to you. Appreciate you pulling up this morning. Thank you very much, Asia. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that properly, but the $5 super sticker. Thank you very much. Appreciate you supporting the channel. What's up, Queen Bee's Hive? Queen Bee's Hive in the building. Shout out to you. Appreciate you pulling up this morning. Appreciate you guys. All right. So we're going to get things kicked off, man. If you haven't done so already, please hit that like button for me. Please hit that like button for me. What's up, Charles? How you doing this morning, brother? Appreciate you pulling up this morning. And we got Jeff's 9300 out of Bay Area, California. Shout out to you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you pulling up this morning. And B. Jordan in the building. Shout out to you. Appreciate you. And is that Carlos Antics? Shout out to you. Appreciate you pulling up this morning. All righty. Let's get the show started, man. Hit that like button for me if you haven't done so already. Super chat, super thanks would be greatly appreciated. More times than not, the stream itself, it's not monetized. So, you know, what you guys contribute via super chat, super thanks goes a long ways and greatly appreciated. You know, shout out to all my ARP family members. Join the ARP family if you haven't done so already. Support this channel. Gift an ARP family member. Support this channel. If you do, you will be acknowledged, you know, throughout the stream. And appreciate you guys, man. So we're going to get things kicked off, man, because we got to talk about Kansas City. I think we talked about this story, I don't know, at this time, you know, maybe a month or so ago, maybe a little longer, could be, maybe a little longer. But, you know, that city-run grocery store collapsed out there in Kansas City. And it's just a textbook example of why socialist experiments in the free market rarely succeed. Socialist experiments anywhere around the world, they normally don't succeed. But the KC Sun Fresh Market, it launched in 2018 as part of a $15 million city revitalization plan. And it has officially closed its doors as of August 12th, 2025, after 7 years of mounting failure. I mean, this venture meant to deliver affordable food to the underserved side of town on the east side, out in Kansas City. But instead of doing that, it struggled with empty shelves, rampant theft, and plummeting demand. And despite millions upon millions of taxpayer dollars pulled into renovations and even a $750,000 emergency injection last year, the store lost $885,000 in 2024 alone. That's just almost $1 million lost in 2024 alone. Weekly customer traffic, it dropped from 14,000 to just 4,000. Insurance costs also soared. It jumped 45%. Local observers, they said that the store was not in a classic food desert either. There are other grocery options like Aldi and Happy Foods. They're nearby, but broader social decay, weak management, and poor consumer demand, it spelled disaster pretty much from the beginning. So here's the real lesson. Here's the real lesson. Grocery retail operates on razor-thin margins, and without efficient experience management or honest market demand, government-run stores are a recipe for failure. They're going to fail. Now, the Mondani character, we're going to talk about him a little later, but they should be looking at this. They should be looking at this because he wants to put 5 or 6 of these things in New York City. Now you have Kansas City. They're left with an abandoned building. They've wasted taxpayer dollars. And the hard truth that failed socialist models don't feed people, they bankrupt communities. But hey, what do we know? We said that this would happen. It was just a matter of time. And honestly, it probably should have happened a year ago, because when the city had to toss another $750,000 at it, all they did was stave off the inevitable, that the store was going to close down, because you just can't keep throwing good money over bad. You just can't. You just can't. You can't do it.
Of taxpayer investment and 2 different operators. The Linwood Sunfresh grocery store is now closed. That grocery store was off of 31st and Prospect. Now, the company posted signs on the door saying it was their dream to operate the store. KMBC9's Brian Johnson is live there tonight with why the store closed and what's next for that location, Brian.
Yeah, Bria. Well, Community Builders of Kansas City operates the Sunfresh. We reached out to them for comment, but they did not get back to us. The sign on the door says circumstances outside of their control forced the store to close. Meanwhile, now the closest Sunfresh is here on MLK, 3 miles away.
Okay, so let's talk about it. And before I do that, let me say this. Shout out to LJ with the $2 super chat on the grocery bill. Appreciate that. Thank you very much for supporting the channel this morning. Appreciate you. So the Kansas City grocery store, it was supposed to be a victory for equity, and a win against the so-called food deserts. But instead, it's become the latest proof that government-run businesses almost always end in disaster. And for weeks, the place looked more like an abandoned warehouse than an actual store. I mean, it had empty shelves. It had foul smells. It was chaos inside the store. And now it's official. The doors are locked. Signs are covered. Security is posted. The city pumped nearly $29 million. $29 million was pumped into this store. This is taxpayer money that was pumped into this project. Fines, loans, ordinances, all of it, the works. First, a for-profit operator tried running it and it failed, because you can't operate a business when you have soft on crime policies and people go in and just steal nonstop from the store. So then you fast forward to 2022, a nonprofit took it over. Now, y'all know how that worked. You put someone, these nonprofits that didn't know anything about the grocery business. Yeah, that was a recipe for disaster as well. And without the pressure of making a profit, this nonprofit organization, they still couldn't keep it alive. Now, a lot of you guys may be asking, Why couldn't they keep this thing open? It was a nonprofit running it. They wasn't trying to turn a profit. They only wanted to break even. So you may ask, why did the store still close? Well, number one answer is crime. Shoplifting in the area nearly tripled since 2020. Why did shoplifting triple in 2020? What is significant about 2020? What happened in 2020? Can somebody answer that question for me? Yeah, that's when all the, defund the police and we need to be, extremely soft on crime, no cash bail. Yeah. Yeah. There were robberies. There were assaults inside the store. You had incidents so extreme that management had to warn people before showing footage. They had a naked woman throwing food inside the store. They had someone urinating in a vestibule inside the store. You had people having sex in public right outside the store. I mean, you can't make this stuff up, man. You can't make this stuff up, man. This was the environment. This was the environment that they were trying to run a community grocery store in. And even as the store bled money, it kept running back to City Hall for more cash. And the council approved new funding this past spring, but the money never arrived. And the city claims that they couldn't reach the store. Community leaders accused the mayor of stalling and lying. The leader or the head of the Urban League of Greater Kansas City, they even called him out publicly for a lack of integrity. And then, with almost no warning, the store just ups and just shuts down this week. They just shut it down. It's like, hey, we can't do this. I'm sure back in spring, they approved the money and then they went back and talked about it. It was like, bro, we can't toss another almost $1 million taxpayer money into this store. This is a losing endeavor. This is a loser. So the store just shut down. There was no grand closing. There was no, we're going to discount products so people can just come and buy out the rest of the inventory. Nope. They just said, hey, we are done. Cut it off. It was a loser, man. The employees were blindsided. Now, I feel sorry for them. I feel sorry for the employees because that sucks. You think you have a job. They're probably telling you that things are great. We're not closing the store, even though if you worked at the store, you could see, I'm sure they could see the writing on the wall. But when your boss or your manager are telling you, nah, we good, and then you show up for your shift and the doors are locked and the signage is covered up, you're like, wait, time out. What's going on? You had customers, they showed up to go and steal something. I take that back. I'm sorry. Are you still a customer if you walk in the store and steal? Is that still considered a customer? I probably shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry. I apologize. But you did have customers that went up to the store and they only found out that the store closed when they showed up to shop. Somebody answer the question for me. Are you still considered a customer if you only show up to the store to steal? Seriously. Is that I'm sorry. That's not right. That's not right. Jesus would not do that. He would not talk like that. That is not what Jesus would do. I'm sorry. This is crazy, man. It's crazy. I'm sorry. Man, I shouldn't have did that. I feel bad now. I'm sorry. I apologize. Goodness gracious. But it's unfortunate because there are good law-abiding citizens that live in these areas, and there's a lot of them, a lot of the residents, a lot of the citizens, they were heartbroken, by finding out this. There's a lot of people that are frustrated. And that's the thing that I was talking about, when I was doing the DC video yesterday, is that in these communities, all of the people aren't bad people that live in these communities. And I think I've mentioned this. We're going to start calling them 500 credit score and below communities. And everybody in those communities aren't bad people. I would say the majority of the people that live in these communities, they're not bad people. But you have a small percentage, a small subset of those people that live in these, 500 credit score and below neighborhoods and communities that they make it bad for everybody else that lives in those communities. And a lot of those people that live in those communities, man, they're being held hostage. They're being held hostage by the criminal element. So I understand, the law-abiding citizens. I understand the upstanding citizens, in these communities. I get it. I understand why they're frustrated. Because now the closest grocery store is over a mile away. And you got a lot of the locals there that they fear that the neighborhood, will truly become a food desert, even though the city promised to fix it. But how do you solve? You can't operate a business when people are stealing like that. And Angela Montgomery, you're absolutely right. Unfortunately, because of the situation that these people are in financially, they live in these neighborhoods, but they really can't afford to leave these neighborhoods. Grandma owned that house for 60 years. Granddad bought the house. He died, left it to grandma. She's, refinanced the house 4 or 5 times already. Probably still paying a mortgage on it, unfortunately. She can't afford to leave. It's sad, man. $29 million invested in this store. $29 million invested in this store. And hey, don't get it twisted. When I say 500 point credit score and below neighborhood, I don't say that to denigrate anybody whose credit isn't on the up and up at this point. I don't say that. But there is a correlation to where the community's average credit score, when it's 500 or below, those are dangerous neighborhoods. There's a direct correlation there. When you look at neighborhoods that have an average of about 700 or higher, when the average is that, those neighborhoods and communities, they tend to be safer. So don't feel bad. Don't look at it as, hey, Wise is talking bad about people whose credit is not the best. I've been there. I promise you I have. You know what I'm saying? And I've lived in, these neighborhoods. I have. Because I messed my credit up way back when. So I don't say it to denigrate. You know what I'm saying? I'm just pointing out the obvious. These are the facts. These are the facts. $29 million invested into this store. Taxpayer money invested in this store. And the shelves were empty. They had foul smells. The theft was rampant. I mean, it's crazy. It failed. And the only thing this solution delivered was just another failed socialist experiment. That's it. That's it. And it's unfortunate, man. It really is. I feel bad for the good people in these neighborhoods. I feel bad for them because, unfortunately, you have a small subset of people in those communities that make it bad for everyone in those communities. It's terrible, man.
Black plastic masks years of investment, but people know what's missing.
It was actually something that the community needed.
Neighbors say this Sunfresh was crucial to the community at 31st and Prospect. They can't believe it's gone.
It's going to be tragic on this neighborhood. It's going to be tragic.
The closest thing is Happy Foods, about a mile east.
You only have Wild Woodies.
It says it's seeing a slight increase in traffic. There's also an Aldi about a mile south.
I definitely would have liked to seen it last a little bit longer.
For months, the store hasn't fully been stocked. Still, person after person comes to buy groceries.
I thank the previous operator for the years they put into that, as well as their predecessor. And now we'll try to do all we can to make sure that this works.
Mayor Quinton Lucas is disappointed. He met with the store operator 2 weeks ago for hours trying to come up with a solution.
Yeah, I know there are different challenges to how a grocery store can operate. Part of that challenge is that the city certainly has been happy to be a partner, but there's always a limit to what we will invest as well.
It comes down to money. The city owns the building and has invested nearly $29 million in the store. Still, the Sunfresh was losing money.
All of a sudden, you roll down here this morning and they're gone, and they're saying they're not coming back.
All neighbors know is there's no food here now, and they wish that wasn't the case.
I'd like to know what could be done, maybe to bring it back.
In Kansas City, Brian Johnson, KMBC 9 News.
Now, the city says it will try to find a new operator.
Who's signing up to that? Who's signing up for this location? You had a for-profit business in that location that didn't make it. You had a nonprofit operator in this area that didn't make it. Who's signing up for this? Now, I do have an idea. Y'all hear me out. Let me know if this is a good idea. Hear me out. A for-profit organization goes in and opens the store up. They create an online website, and you have kiosks outside of the grocery store. The residents, you're not allowed to walk in the grocery store. Whatever you want, you order it either online or via the kiosk, and we hire people to work in the store and fulfill those orders. You pay it online, you order it through the kiosk, you can pay it cash at the kiosk, and once you pay it, there'll be a little time limit, a little bit of time frame. The people that work in the store, they will go and actually do the grocery shopping for you. And they will have your bag of groceries ready for you within, 5, 10, 15 minutes of you ordering. And they will bring it outside and they will hand you your bag of groceries. So therefore, we don't have to worry about you walking in the store stealing. We don't have to worry about you walking in, cutting the food inside the store fighting. We don't have to worry about any of that. Hey, you order your food. There's kiosks outside for all of y'all that don't have computers at the house. Although everybody has a cell phone, but there'll be some complaints. Y'all know there will be some complaints. I don't have a computer at home. I don't have the internet at home. Okay, bet. We got the kiosks. We put 4 or 5 of them outside and you pay it that way. Well, Quincy, I trust me, I know that, but there's going to be some folks out there that's going to complain and say, well, what about grandma that don't know how to use the computer? You already know. What about the 70-plus-year-old woman or man that's like, man, I ain't with this technology? You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying that is the way to go about doing it. It would at least keep the theft down. Now, someone in the comment section said that, you could smash the kiosk. You can smash it, but they're going to have to empty the kiosk out on a day-to-day basis. Maybe they got to empty that kiosk out. If people putting cash in it, it's probably got to be emptied, maybe on an hour-to-hour basis or something along those lines. Pay some armed guards out there and go about it that route. Hey, you order online, you use the kiosk. We have people that work in the store, and their job is to basically shop for you. That's it. That would definitely solve the theft problem that they have in there. And it would solve, the fights and all this other type of stupidness that happens inside these stores. And if you hire enough people that really know the store, they should be able to optimize the personal shopping, quote unquote, for the people when they make an order. So you go, hey, put your order in the kiosk, boom. We're gone. Well, I say the kiosk that takes money for people that want to pay cash for things, because there are still people that do pay cash. Every now and again, I'll pay cash for stuff. But yeah, what are y'all thoughts? Do y'all think that'd be a good idea? Because I mean, what we do know, hey, Crystal, armed security guards, they're not the best. Hey, don't hate me based off of what I'm about to say here. But how many times y'all gone somewhere and y'all see the heavy-set woman or the 70-year-old man as the security guard that ain't stopping nothing? Y'all already know. Y'all already know. Come on now. How many times have y'all? I've seen it. I know y'all seen it. Mike C said he don't like it, treating the grown-up like children. No, this isn't treating the grown-ups like children. I'm saying if this is for profit, you as a business owner, and if you're going to buy this grocery store, you're going to put groceries in this business, you know that your margins are thin. It's not really treating grown-ups like children. You're treating the people in the community the way that they are. This is the only way that we're going to be able to operate a grocery store in this community, because we know the police, they're not locking nobody up. We already know this. And if they do, they're letting them out in no time. This is Kansas City, super blue district, super blue city. So if you're going to operate a grocery store in this, you can't come in my store. This is how you're going to shop in this area. Unfortunately, no different than when you go out to, where was that? Out in Oakland and some of these other places. They literally got everything in glass boxes out there. You can't get nothing off the shelf without calling an associate. No different. I'm just saying, it's an idea. It's an idea. Shout out to LJ with the $2 super chat. Okay, clearly Wise got jokes today. That's 3. Hey, not on purpose. They just coming out today. Hey, I didn't write these. Off-duty officers. I like the idea of off-duty officers. I like the idea that you don't hire some off-duty officers. Hey, PSL says, why? That's because the security guard isn't old Otis from Martin. I mean, and Angela, you're absolutely right. People are going to complain. But if I'm going to put my money up, you think about this. If you want a grocery store in that area, it's obvious the people want a grocery store in that area. It's pretty obvious, right? You've had a for-profit business shut down because of too much theft. You had the nonprofit business shut down because of too much theft. How about we solve the problem? How about we solve the problem? We hire a manager. We hire some young people to be grocery packers. You know, they take or you make your order, it comes out, they Zoom, and they go pick up and pack your order up for you and bring it to the door. They'll let you know when you're ready. Send you a text message. Hey, your order's ready. Let me know where you parked at. Or, maybe they put numbers on the parking lot or something like that so they can kind of streamline the process. But there's a way to go about doing it to where the people get what they want, meaning they have a grocery store that's nearby. And if you are a for-profit business owner, you can actually turn a profit in a business. None of us start businesses to not make money. It's Kansas City, Missouri. It's Kansas City, Missouri. But it's sad. That shouldn't be the case, but it is the case. That is what it is. Or it's going to be a situation where another company is going to go in there, they're going to put a store up, and it's going to go out of business in 2 years. But something's got to shake. Got to try something different. So that was the idea that I had. That I came up with. Hey, Mike C. He says, rearranging. We're rearranging how business is conducted because of a small group of criminals. Well, hey, when that small group of criminals has caused not one, but 2 operators to close business, to close their doors because they can't make any money. Yeah, you got to rearrange it. You got to do something different. The definition of insanity is doing the same things over and over and over again expecting a different result. You've had two people try and fail, two entities try and fail. Private sector business, they don't open businesses up for their health. They're in it to make a profit, to turn a profit. Just saying. Hey, I understand that, Mike, and maybe you don't live in one of those areas. You don't live in one of those areas, so you wouldn't have to worry about it. But if you live in one of those communities, hey, this is how you're gonna have to shop. This is what it is. This is what it is. But I bet you wouldn't put your $2 million up. And because at this, I mean, you got to think about this. Anybody that does this, they're gonna have to put up probably $1 million, $2 million, or take a loan to do so. And you already know that two other entities has failed, and not only failed, but actually lost money. The government already lost almost $30 million doing this and operating a business here. Are you willing to risk that type of bread? Just saying. But these types of feel-good projects, that progressive politicians love to pitch, government-owned grocery stores, taxpayer-funded solutions, to quote-unquote food deserts. But without the safety, without the law enforcement, without the community where businesses can actually operate, I mean, these projects, they're doomed from the start. The free market has already tried here and it failed. A private operator, they gave it a shot. It didn't work. People are not in the business of starting businesses that don't turn profits. Again, I say, a nonprofit took it over and it failed. And this is after years of taxpayer bailouts. And the city finally just said, hey, man, we're done. When the city has invested $30 million into one store, think about how many businesses could have been, this could have been started with $30 million. They invested $30 million in one store. That's crazy. That is insane. And the only thing that you got left now is just an empty shell of a building and a frustrated community. Again, I say $30 million invested into this failed experiment. $30 million. The store didn't fix the problem. It really just became the poster child as to why the government shouldn't be in business. The government should not be in the business of picking winners and losers. And if city leaders, had cleaned up the streets, cracked down on crime, made the area safe, maybe the store would have survived. But they didn't. And it doesn't sound like there's any plan to do so. And until they do, hey, no amount of public money is going to make a business thrive there. Not in operating it in the manner of a traditional style. So this is the lesson. You can't have economic prosperity without public safety. Point blank, period. You can't. You just can't. You cannot have economic prosperity without public safety. You just can't. So Kansas City voters and anyone, in other cities considering a similar scheme, we're looking at you, New York City. Y'all need to take notes. Stop electing people who think that spending your money is the same as solving a problem. The free market works. And when government does its actual job and keeps communities safe, it works. We see it in communities all across the country. They invested $30 million. Crazy. Shout out to Eric Smith with the $20 super chat. Ops in DC is effective. but more strategy is needed. Rather than checkpoints near colleges, focus on the areas across the Anacostia River and Maryland hoods, prioritizing public safety over concerns about being labeled racist. Hey, Eric, appreciate the $20 super chat. And I do agree with you. The only issue with that is that going over into Maryland, Governor Moore, I don't know if you got a chance to see his interview on Fox and Friends. He flat out rejected that premise. He is not allowing the National Guard nor the federal government to come over into Maryland and do anything. He rejected it. Flat out. He rejected it. When he was pressed about it, he didn't have any answers. Obviously, he never has answers. Dude talks a whole lot, but says very little. Typical Democrat politician. Typical Democrat politician, but appreciate the $20 super chat. And I do understand a little better strategy, but I like the checkpoints. It's a start. It's better than what they had. It's better than what they had. But I do agree with you. Yeah, they need to go into some of these areas. Although they did just lock up, one of the major gang leaders out there, some Haitian gang leader out there. That did just happen recently. So, it's a step in the right direction. There's still a process. This is still early on, but it is a step in the right direction, in my opinion. And it sounds like there are a lot of people in D.C., good people in D.C. They want to live there. They want to be safe. And there's a lot of people out there that appreciate what the president is attempting to do. Yeah, because each state has its own constitution and can operate with some autonomy, unless it's a situation where it comes to what do you call it? Border defense. If we had if we were being attacked or something along those lines on the coastlines, then that's a different story. But yeah, the president really can't overstep boundaries like that. Shout out to Crystal from Crystal Beyond Labels with the $50 super chat. Thank you very much. She says, this is why we do not support any kind of socialist, communist, or Marxism blueprints. NYC better not vote that in. New York will be crazy if they do. Also, people should start snitching on the bad actors. Make snitching great again. Absolutely. Thank you very much, Crystal. Appreciate you. I agree with that. I agree with that. Make snitching great again. I like that. Somebody put that, hey, Kenny G, put that on a t-shirt. Put that on a t-shirt. I love it. Shout out to Larry Lair Warren with the $5 super chat. Says, thanks for giving out money, information. Thanks for giving out money. Information is power. Always make it make sense. My hometown in New York is gone destroyed. Homelessness, drugs, cops, handcuffs. Appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. I love it. Annie Love, make snitching great again. I love it. Shout out to Crystal, man. I like that. Somebody put that on a t-shirt. Oh, man. But I do think this, man. There's some major problems, and I agree with you, Mike C. There are definitely some major problems in these communities. You have a lot of people, they don't report the crimes because they are afraid of retribution from the criminals, because these people get out, if not the same day, the next day. And, something's got to shake. But, I know Mike C disagrees with my idea, about how to run this particular grocery store, but I think it's a great idea. It solves a problem for the for-profit business owner, and I think it serves the community. And I don't think anybody in that community would feel a way about it, because they're like, hey, man, we had the opportunity to walk into the store and it didn't work. What's up, D Jones? What's up with you? If you got a question, we had a chance. The people in that community had a chance to walk into the store. So anybody else that jumps out there, hey, I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem. You know what I'm saying? With them saying, hey, we're not letting people in the store. We're putting up some kiosks. Yeah, it's going to cost us a little money on the front end, but it's going to save us money on the back end. That's just my thoughts. That's my thoughts. But we're going to move on. And since we're talking about, since we're talking about government disasters like the Kansas City grocery store flop, I want to zero in on another taxpayer-funded mess. We got to talk about the SNAP benefits or food stamps and the fraud that's got the left in a tailspin. I want you guys to check out this clip that is going viral. It's blowing up on X. There is a woman out there. She spills the beans on what's really going on with EBT. And any of you guys that know anything about these communities, anybody that knows anything about these communities, if you've ever lived in one of these communities, we're going to call them the 500 credit score and below communities. If you know anything about those communities, you know what this young lady is saying is absolutely true. I want you guys to listen to this, man.
As quiet as it's kept, and I know y'all won't admit this because I know how y'all are, but y'all aren't really outraged that the food stamps, the EBT shit is about to get shut down. Y'all are really outraged because now you're going to have to take the money you normally buy weed, wigs, bundles, get your nails done. Y'all are going to have to take those funds and buy food now. And don't say I'm lying, because when y'all were receiving food stamps, you were selling the food stamps. So you weren't worried about feeding your children then. But all of a sudden now, you're outraged. Oh my God, like, why we gonna feed our kids the same way you've been feeding them? Sleeping with that man. Getting a few funds from him. Keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't been worried about them kids and their well-being, but all of a sudden now, you are. Okay. All right.
I want to replay this for the people in the back that missed this one. I want to replay it for the people in the back that missed this one.
It's kept, and I know y'all won't admit this because I know how y'all are, but y'all aren't really outraged that the food stamps, the EBT shit is about to get shut down. Y'all are really outraged because now you're going to have to take the money you normally buy weed, wigs, bundles, get your nails done. Y'all are going to have to take those funds and buy food now. And don't say I'm lying, because when y'all were receiving food stamps, you were selling the food stamps. So you weren't worried about feeding your children then. But all of a sudden now, you're outraged. Oh my God, like, why we gonna feed our kids the same way you've been feeding them? Sleeping with that man. Getting a few funds from him. Keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't been worried about them kids and their well-being, but all of a sudden now, you are. Okay. All right.
Seaberger, you a trip. She was like, wait, you could buy weed with food stamps? Yeah. Yes. See, what y'all gotta understand is that, these folks out here that were bragging, they get $500, $600, $700 in food stamps. What they would do, I'm about to give y'all the game. What they would do is it was like, hey, 50 cents on the dollar. I got $500 or $600 worth of food stamps. I need some money. I'm gonna give you $200 worth of food stamps for $100 cash. They take the $100 cash. They're buying weed. They're getting their nails done. They're buying their drink. You know what I'm saying? That Boone's Farm, that daggone, that Wild Irish Rose. I'm telling you, this is true. This is real. It's real. Now, there was a time, there were certain corner stores that you could go to that you could almost buy anything with your EBT card. They would sell you loose cigarettes. Oh yeah, you could buy packs of cigarettes, blunts, all types of stuff with your EBT card at the right corner store. I'm telling you, this is real. Now, they did crack down on that. They cracked down on that because this was happening. They did crack down on it. And then the people flipped to, okay, we'll do 50 cents on the dollar. I'll give you $200, worth of food stamps. You give me $100 in cash. Boom. And people would do this on a month-to-month basis. I know it's true. And for those of you guys that have ever lived in these neighborhoods, maybe you got some family members that live in these neighborhoods, y'all know I'm telling the truth. Y'all know it's real. Seaberger, wait, people are buying loose? Absolutely. Seaberger's obviously never lived in the hood. They call them loosies. Yes. I don't know how much they are because I don't smoke, but yeah, There was a time you could buy a loose Newport for what? I don't know, 50 cents, $1. Oh yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy. No, out on the streets. Oh, Dr. Kyla, no. I should have known. I should have asked Dr. Kyla. I know you know. I know you know. $1 for a cigarette, $1 for a Lucy. It used to be 50 cents way back when, but cigarettes are expensive nowadays. So I guess they had to go them up, push them up to $1. When New York put the tax on it, and cigarettes got to like $12, $13. This was a long time ago when they made this happen. People started selling Lucy's for $1. People couldn't afford to buy a pack of cigarettes. But they got to have that nicotine. Yeah. Well, hey, Eric, different places, depending on where you are in the country. I guess in DC, they call them singles. Where I come from, they call them Lucy's. Reason I moved, he know what I'm talking about. Oh, Dr. Kyla, don't flex now. She talking about something. I don't smoke, my neighbor does. But it's your neighbor, huh? I'll let you have that. I'll let you have that. Yes. Hey, Yuck, tell him. Go watch Dave Chappelle from back in the day. He'll tell you. They actually had on the Dave Chappelle show back in the day. On the Dave Chappelle show back in the day, they actually had it was like a mock what do you call it, game show, and I think it was called I Know Black People. I think that was the name of it. Don't quote me on it, but he asked the dude, "Hey, what is a Lucy?" And it's actually pretty funny. It's pretty funny. Mike C said, my mom used to send me to the store for a Lucy. Oh no, not you, Mike. Are you serious? LJ said they call them Lucy's where she at. Okay, it's pretty universal around the country, Lucy's. Yeah, it's pretty universal. I guess DC a little different though. DC is a little different. DC a little different. Lucy single. I can't believe we sitting here talking about that. But yeah, that's a thing. That is a thing. That is a thing. Y'all a trip, man. But that is the main issue right there with these stamps getting cut, is because they were giving people more food stamps than they actually needed, and people were using it as a way to get some extra bread. That's how they put some extra money in their pocket. Is that what it is? Yeah. Okay, I know Black people. I thought that's what it was. I thought that was the case. Yeah, it's crazy, man. And that's what it is. So I'm sure you guys heard her. Y'all heard it. She didn't sugarcoat it either. She didn't sugarcoat it at all. Yeah, people been flipping them food stamps for a minute. They've been flipping them for weed, wigs, fake nails, you name it. 50 cents on the dollar so they can get whatever else they need to get. But then turn around and play the victim when Trump cracks down on it all. She exposed the ugly truth. I'm sure people are in her comment section upset with her, like, hey, you're not supposed to put this out there. This isn't supposed to be out there. You're not supposed to tell our secrets like that. Seriously. Most of these folks, they're not starving. They scamming. And the numbers back her up. A 2024 USDA audit, they found $2.6 billion in SNAP fraud for improper payments, with EBT cards being traded for cash and luxury goods jumping 15% year over year. This is real. Social media full of stories. EBT swapped for drugs, designer bags. And hey, this young lady, she was fed up. She's like, don't tell me I'm lying. Y'all weren't feeding these kids. Y'all were selling the food stamps. And to be honest with you, man, the administration, the president had enough. Agriculture Secretary Brooke Rollins just rolled out a new SNAP rule. There's tighter eligibility checks, caps to block high-income abusers, and AI-powered fraud detection. Oh yeah, AI-powered fraud detection that's already flagged 12,000 shady transactions in the first month. I told y'all, you got these corner stores out there, you know what I'm saying, owned by, select group of people, Arabs, Koreans, others. Just saying, they know how to finagle the system. They'll let you buy anything with your EBT card. Yeah. And you got states, they're stepping up too. Nebraska and Indiana, they're piloting bans on SNAP purchases for candy and soda. Out in Iowa, they just joined it last week. And you got people on the left losing their daggone mind, screaming that, hey, this is a war on the poor. When the reality is, no, it's a war on waste, abuse, and outright theft. That's what it's about. There is a war on waste, abuse, and outright theft. And I'm 100% here for it, man.
Somebody to fucking tell me they're lying. I need somebody to fucking tell me they're lying. I need somebody to fucking tell me they're lying right fucking now, because what the fuck do you mean that I'm not gonna get my fucking SNAP benefits? What the fuck do you mean? Because what the fuck is happening? Do you understand that there are people like me who cannot work? Do you understand there are people like me who have kids who cannot eat? Do you understand there are people like me who go hungry the last week of the month just so my kids can't eat? Because SNAP benefits is all we fucking get. I need somebody to please fucking tell me he's lying. I can't. What the fuck am I gonna do?
Get a job.
Oh, fuck.
Be gone. I'd say I feel bad, but I don't. There's a reason those benefits stopped. There's a reason. Single mom, not working. They just don't cut. They just don't cut them for no reason. They don't. And let's be real. She looked able-bodied to me. She could do something. She could be a Walmart greeter for sure. There is something she could do. She could go outside on whatever main road and flip a sign. There is something that she could do. There is something that she could do. I'm sure they're looking for some folks to flip them signs outside their store. Now, the left, of course, hey, they're throwing fits. They're throwing fits over the SNAP work requirements, crying foul that people might actually have to earn their benefits. The Bible says, hey, a man that doesn't work doesn't deserve to eat. Yeah. Working 20 hours a week. Not that bad. I mean, what we're talking, 4 hours a day. What's got these people, what's got them, riled up like this? The possibility that they won't be able to use taxpayer money for their candy, soda, and junk food. Now, hey, if you don't want the government telling you what to do with the money that they give you, get you a job, purchase your own food. No one tells me what I can buy with my food, with my money. Nobody tells me. I buy what I want to buy. Quincy James says there's always OnlyFans. Oh, Lord. No, please. Oh, man. But you got a lot of people upset. They feel, we have entirely too many entitled people in our country. Most of the people around the world would say, oh, America, y'all got first world problems. Y'all issues aren't really real problems. all those people that say, oh man, the food deserts, we don't have the ability to buy fresh fruits and vegetables when you live in certain neighborhoods, kind of like the community out in Kansas City that we were discussing. But I challenge that and say, hey, that means that there is an opportunity for a new business in those areas. How about the truck? How about somebody getting a food truck that sells fresh produce, fresh fruits, vegetables? Create a little app, let people know where you're going to pull up at on a Monday through Friday basis. Pull up. Hey, you can go and register so you can take EBT. All of that nowadays can be done online. I mean, it can be done, via Wi-Fi. Hey, there's a new business. See, I'm always looking at things like, hey, where is there a need? There is a need. They said that the corner stores don't sell fresh fruits and vegetables. Okay, somebody get a pickup truck or something and go fresh fruits and vegetables. Hit the neighborhoods up that say they got food deserts. Pull up. I was talking about this over the weekend, and one of my guys was like, man, you can't do that. I was like, now out here, for those of you guys that live out here in Maryland or know anything about Maryland, there are certain places that you will go where people will stop and they will pull up, put a sign outside on the side of the road and say that they're selling fresh crab, shrimp, oysters, things of that nature. It happens. You'll see it a lot. If you're down south, there are places where people will just pull up and they'll pull up and they'll get, they'll put a sign out and they'll have the pig smoker on the back of the truck. You know what I'm saying? And they'll be out there grilling and barbecuing and people pull up and go and buy plates and things of that nature. Why can't you do that for fresh produce and fruits and vegetables? Hey, there is a need. Hey, I got the problem. That's an opportunity to make some money in these neighborhoods. You're servicing, quote unquote, a food desert. Get you a truck, throw you, maybe a little refrigerator over there. You may need a license, but hey, it'd be worth it. And honestly, certain cities might actually give you a discount on the license because you're actually servicing underserved communities. If you start the business and put your business in those quote unquote underserved communities, you actually will benefit from the tax benefits of the opportunity zones that President Trump implemented during the previous administration. I'm just saying, there are some opportunities out there. There are some opportunities out there. Any of you guys that live south, when you see the dude with the truck full of watermelon sell out, y'all see the dude standing on the side of the road selling oranges? Come on now. Come on now. I'm just saying, it's an opportunity. Hey, I'm tossing y'all. Today I'm tossing y'all free game. Hey, somebody could go make some bread with this. This is a new business. $50 for a retail license out in Michigan. That's absolutely nothing. And it's a tax write-off. Free game.
So y'all mean to tell me I can't buy no snacks off my EBT card? I'm in here shopping, trying to get all my good snacks. Trying to get all my good snacks and shit. See this? All that. Going straight to the buggy with me. All those nice good seeds. But and y'all, for me to get to the register, they couldn't find out I can't buy no more snacks on my EBT card. Tell me I'm ashamed and tell them that must be ain't true. And so the damn people behind me in line say I must be ain't read the news. Cause baby, what the fuck am I doing with them trying at the house with no snacks? I got to buy cash. Y'all always ready to cut my EBT card off there. Now ain't no way Trump did no shit like that. The fuck?
Sorry about the language. Seems like TikTok, there has a requirement on TikTok that if you're going to be on TikTok, you got to drop F-bombs and cuss like a maniac. It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know what it is about TikTok, but yeah. And you know what I find funny? All the people on here talking about you can't buy snacks with the EBT look like they are not missing meals. They could do without that stuff. They could definitely do without it. I'm just saying. And again, hey, if you want to buy snacks and things of that nature, hey, get off the government dole. Get off the government dole. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, chips are $5. I know in my area, they had them buy one, get one free over at the food line around the way. But, I mean, a lot of this stuff, man, you can make. Now, you got a lot of these people, man, they just don't know how to cook. There's a lot of these folks, man, they don't know how to cook. That's why they buy all this, super processed stuff, and they buy all this stuff out heat and serve, because they don't know how to cook. They don't know how to cook. That's the problem. You have entirely too many people, and we're going to say women. I'm going to pick on some women today. There's too many women out there that don't know how to cook. They will burn boiling water. It's crazy. Can't cook. Hey, that's a prerequisite for me, Mike. There is absolutely no way I'm marrying a woman that can't cook. Absolutely not. That's a no-go. How I'm bringing you back? I'm from down south. How I'm bringing you to the house and, we having Thanksgiving or something like that, you're expected to contribute on a dish? Are you kidding me? There is absolutely no way. There are entirely too many women out there that cannot cook. And that's why a lot of them are complaining, oh, I can't buy this, I can't buy that. I got to buy, fresh fruits and vegetables, and things because they don't know how to cook. They don't know how to, they're not like grandma. They don't know how to cook, that batch of collard greens. They don't know how to cook a batch of cabbage. They don't know how to do it. They can't steam up some broccoli. They can't roast vegetables. It's sad. It's a daggone shame. Seaburger said Kraft macaroni and cheese. Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're buying the kids oodles and noodles, box mac and cheese. Nah, there is absolutely no way. There's no way that I would date a woman that couldn't cook. There's no way. And honestly, Candace, you're absolutely right. There's really no excuse on not being able to cook because you don't even have to buy a cookbook anymore. Just jump on YouTube. It's free. There's all types of recipes on YouTube for free. Same thing on TikTok. People walking you through the process of how to cook food. But you also got a lot of lazy women out there. You got a lot of lazy ones. Goodness gracious. Lazy. Ren 10 said, hey, cleaning them collard greens in the tub like Kamala Harris. Oh my goodness. This young lady, she had her Walmart vest on, so, I'd say she need to get a job. But it sounds like she got a job, but buy your own daggone junk food. Buy your own junk food. But this is honestly bigger than that. RFK Jr., he pointed out that America spends about $45 million every day on SNAP. $45 million every day on SNAP, and roughly about 10% of that goes to just sugary drinks. 10% of the $45 million. So we're talking $4.5 million on sodas. Then you throw in the candy, and that jumps up to 13 to 17%. And he's not saying that poor families can't buy sweets. What he's saying is that taxpayers shouldn't be forced to buy it for them. Especially when those same foods, they drive diabetes and other costly health problems that end up draining Medicaid and Medicare for decades. I mean, it's a vicious cycle. Feed the kids junk food, create health problems, and then pay for these problems for the rest of their lives. And yet you have critics out there losing their daggone minds, calling it oppression or whining. You got poor people. Oh, they deserve treats too. You don't deserve anything. You get what you work for. My grandfather used to always tell me, man, anything worth having is worth working for. No one owes you anything. You don't deserve anything. Only thing that you deserve is an opportunity. That's it. What you do with that opportunity or choose not to do with that opportunity, that's your business. But you don't deserve anything. But if you're struggling financially, why is candy at the top of the grocery list in the first place? The government's role should be to provide nutritious food, not diabetes. So we got states like Texas, Florida, Indiana, Arkansas, Iowa, Utah, Louisiana. They've already banned SNAP purchases for soda, energy drinks, candy, and desserts. And this isn't about punishment. It's about making people healthier and honestly, incentivizing people to go do for your daggone self. If you don't want the government telling you what to do, get off of the government dole. The stats don't lie. Childhood obesity climbed from 19% in 2017 to 21% by 2023, with the biggest spike in kids from age 2 to 5. 2 to 5, type 2 diabetes in youth has doubled since the 1970s, and the CDC projects that it could rise 700% by 2060 if we don't do anything differently. You don't need sugar to survive. You don't. You can cook delicious, healthy food without it. I mean, honestly, this is about common sense. Cutting the junk so people live longer, healthier lives, and taxpayers aren't stuck paying for preventable diseases. I mean, to me, it's a no-brainer. But the left, all they do is throw tantrums, and you know what? They can throw the tantrums all they want. But the truth is clear. 21% of kids are obese. Let me say that again for y'all in the back that ain't paying attention. 21% of American kids are obese. 21%. 21% of American children are obese. That is ridiculous. When I was growing up, man, you would hardly ever see fat kids. Every now and again, you'd have the one big bone kid, but it would be rare, so rare that you would see a fat kid. Now they all over the daggone place. Type 2 diabetes is surging. Type 2 diabetes is surging, and yet we got 17% of SNAP spending going to candy and soda. This is ridiculous. That's not help. That is harming the people. Proverbs chapter 27, verse 12 says, "The prudent see danger and take refuge, but the simple keep going and pay the penalty." Let me repeat that for you guys. Proverbs chapter 27, verse 12 says, "The prudent sees danger and take refuge, but the simple keep going and pay the penalty." We see the danger, and it's time to change course. We see the danger, man. It's ridiculous. Couple super chats I want to read. Shout out to Crystal from Crystal Beyond Labels with the $5 super chat. Says, don't forget to smash that like button, everyone. By the way, I can cook, not in that group of women that can't cook. I'm glad to hear that. Shout out to Marla with the $2 super chat. Says, make America healthy again. Ramen noodles are a killer. Absolutely. Man, that stuff is straight plastic. It's straight plastic. Now, there was a time, you know, when I was definitely on the poorer side of things, and when we would eat noodles, man, and we could church those things up, man, we would throw tuna in them, we throw cheese in them, man, we would really tighten those things up. They're not good for you, though. They're not good for you. I watched, I don't know if it was a YouTube video or a documentary of some sort, man, and they was talking about them noodles. Woo. Ever since then, man, I was like, nah, that's it for me. That's it. Dion says she can cook too. All right now. Oh yeah, there's a lot of men that can cook. You know what I'm saying? My pops, man, great cook. My mom could cook as well. You know, my sister, she's gotten better. We used to clown her all the time back in the day because my mom, I got to give her credit. I only have one sister. I have a brother, and it was three of us. It's two boys, one girl. And my sister would cook once or twice a week, and we would get on her all the time because she would burn food all the time. We still clown her about it to this day. We get together. Oh my goodness. We get together and we always, my sister, she's unfortunately, bless her, I love her, but she's always the butt of the jokes. Unfortunately, she is. She gets it all the time, but we used to clown her all the time about her burning the food up. Now she cooking for us, but man, we just always talk about her. Man, she cooking that Cajun style, it'd be a little blackened. Shout out to LJ with the $2 super chat. Says, me and CBL can cook, and she's a good Christian woman. Okay. Crystal Beyond Label. Okay. Got you. She is a good Christian woman that I know of. But yeah, I'm a fan. We used to get on my sister all the time about that. But I think that's important, man. For me, there is absolutely no way, because I'm thinking about the kids. Do you honestly think we're about to eat out every day? Do you honestly think we are about to eat out every day? Nah, we're not going to eat out every day. I need you to be able to get in there and rumble them pots. Hey, we got to have a home cooked meal. Now, that's not to say that we won't go out from time to time, maybe once or twice a month. But we're going to eat right here at the house. It's a whole lot cheaper. A lot more affordable, and it's definitely a whole heck of a lot better for you. That it is. It's a whole heck of a lot better for you. But unfortunately, man, you got entirely too many women out there, man, that, hey, they spend more time on TikTok making videos or learning the newest TikTok dance, but they can't make a grilled cheese sandwich. Shout out to Eric Smith with the $5 super chat. He says, y'all missing out on making your own noodles at home with is that semolina? Is that right? Semolina flour and a pasta roller. Okay. I don't know nothing about that. I don't know anything about that. And honestly, I can't say, I'm not going to sit here and act like I can cook like that. I can do enough, but I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm a good cook, and I'm not going to sit here and act like I do cook. Wifey handles all of that for me. She takes really, really good care of me. Really good care for me. When we got married, oh my goodness, man. I put on so much weight. It was ridiculous. But fortunately, we had to cut back because, I was like, man, you done gained too much weight. Mike C said he can cook with instructions. I could probably do that. Still not gonna come out as good, but yeah, I can follow instructions. I'm not an idiot. I can follow the instructions, but I don't even know where the pots are in my house. Somebody was over the house, man. We were having a little gathering at the house, and one of my homeboys, his wife was asking me like, hey, do you know where I was like, you asking the wrong one. I don't even know where the pots are like that in here. She's like, you don't cook? I was like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Yeah. TA said you got to read before you can cook. You're absolutely right. We got a Genevieve Ray with the $2 super chat. Says, great grand was blind and taught me how to cook at 5 years old. Oh, yeah. So that was a time, and that's the other thing too. A lot of these women don't know how to cook because moms aren't being moms anymore. Grandmoms aren't being grandmoms the way they are. Nowadays you got grandma, mom, and the daughter, they all in the club, hollering at the same dudes. Grandma ain't trying to turn on, the daughters and the granddaughters like that no more. She out there having hot girl summer too. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. Moms aren't passing it down like they used to. Who was that said that? Was that Reza Mahmood? Oh, Reza Mahmood said, my mother passed it down to my sisters. Thank God so we don't miss a beat, on holidays. Rest in peace, mama. Yeah, rest in peace to Mama Mahmood. Yeah, that's how it was supposed to be. But you don't see that anymore, man. You don't see it anymore, man. You got a lot of these women out here, man. The mothers are not teaching the daughters to be homemakers. They're not teaching them to be wives. And, you know, when you look at certain communities, that's the reason why they're the least married, because a lot of these women, they don't know how to cook. Men, we're really simple. We're really simple. We're easy to hold on to. We don't ask for much. We don't demand much. You know? All right, TA, take care, brother. Shout out to Vicky Ramsey with the $2 super sticker. Appreciate you supporting the channel. Hey, we're really simple creatures. We don't ask for much. You know what I'm saying? Leave us alone when the game is on. Hey, cook a meal, you know what I'm saying? And make sure you handle business in the bedroom. If you can do those 3 things, hey, we golden. We golden. You know what I'm saying? Don't let yourself, you know, gain 400 pounds. Don't do that. Outside of that, hey, we're really simple. We're really simple. I'm just saying. Don't be asking me to do any errands or any chores on a Sunday afternoon when the game is on, because it's not going to happen. Shout out to Vicky Ramsey with the $2 super chat, said perks of the nuclear family. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Hey, the sooner they realize that, Mike, they'd be better, the better off they'll be. The sooner they realize that, the better off they'll be. Yep, simple things. Simple things. You know. What'd you say, Crystal? You said, is that what you and Wise think? Yeah, simple. Don't take much. Don't take much, man. I think a lot of you all overcomplicate things. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all looking at yourselves and not really thinking about us. You know. Hold up. Mess that up. Who was that? Trendsetter? Yeah, Trendsetter. You're absolutely right. Said a lot of women, you know, are taught to focus on careers without teaching or keeping, you know, our legs closed. Yeah. There's some, yeah. Hey, that focus on a career thing has been the downfall of a lot of women out there. And I'm not saying that women shouldn't, you know, have careers. And I'm not saying that, you know, women, you know, shouldn't, you know, maybe attend college, things of that nature. But when it's all said and done, none of that stuff is gonna matter. Before my grandmother passed away, and this is probably, I don't know, maybe 2 to 3 weeks, maybe a month before she passed away, maybe not even that long. We were at my sister's house and we were sitting down, we were just chopping it up, talking and things of that nature. And the thing that my grandmother was most proud of was she got a chance to live long enough to see her great grandchildren. Her daughters were successful. Her grandchildren were successful. You know, all you know, college educated, doing well for themselves. And she was really happy about the legacy that she left, that she knew that she was going to leave on Earth. She was really happy about that. Now, my grandmother, first person in our family to go to college. She was an RN, registered nurse, worked for a long time, did very well from a career standpoint. But when she retired, I never heard her have any conversations about this career. She was focused on the family. She talked about her family a lot and how proud she was of the family that she created. I'm just saying. And these jobs, people got to understand, I think we talked about this yesterday, man. These jobs, these companies, they don't care about you like that. They don't. It's not a family. It's just there for you to make some money to provide for your family. But these organizations, these companies don't care about you like that. And unfortunately, you have more women out there that are willing to bow down and bend the knee to their boss, but they won't follow God's order and be submissive to their husband or future husband. Legacy matters, man. In the grand scheme of things, legacy matters most. And when you get up in age, you know, and you have, you know, your children, you know, are grown and you have grandchildren and now you get great grandchildren. What? That matters more. That matters more than anything else. I think a lot of women, unfortunately, man, y'all been sold a bad bill of goods. Bad bill of goods. Because what are we without family? Seriously, what are we without family? We're not supposed to be out here alone. We're not supposed to be out here navigating this life alone. That wasn't God's plan for us. But unfortunately, you have a lot of women that bought into this feminism. And what we do know is that feminism comes straight from the pits of hell. It is a straight up satanic agenda. It's a straight up satanic agenda. Any agenda that's telling you that you don't need family, any agenda that's telling you that you don't need a husband or you don't need a wife, that your children don't matter, everything goes on the back burner to listen to your boss or some career or some job that will fire you tomorrow, or that when you die on the job, they will have your position posted later that evening to replace you. Straight from the pits of hell, man. It's very insidious. Very. And there are entirely too many women that today that are still falling for it. And I hate to bring it up, but I got to say it, man. You know, a lot of women did not like Kevin Samuels, and he may have been a little brash from time to time. But when we look at what he was talking about before he passed away, he said that winter is coming. He said it. Now, I will say that winter is here. It's here. You have more and more women out there that were saying that they could do it by themselves. They don't need anybody. And now they're coming out and they're saying, nah, we need somebody. And the reality of it is that we need each other. We need each other. So many of us are operating out of order, man. So many of us are operating out of order. And you can't understand why you're not a success or why you're not further along in your life than what you are. It's because we're operating out of order. We're operating out of order. Shout out to Laura Robinson for joining the ARP family. Thank you very much. God bless you. Appreciate you, sister. Appreciate you supporting the channel. Thank you very much. Angela Montgomery, you're absolutely right. She says, being alone and lonely is how cults suck you in. Absolutely. That's exactly how cults suck you in. Why do you think you got so many women now joining the Eastern Stars in 2025? Why do you think you got so many women deciding that they're 40 years old and they're joining sororities in 2025? Why do y'all think? Because they don't have families to tend to in that manner. Because I promise you, if they actually had husbands, they wouldn't have the need to be a part of these satanic organizations. There wouldn't be a need of it. But if you guys have noticed, there is an uptick of people, men and women, but a lot of women joining sororities, later in life, joining these satanic organizations like the Eastern Stars and others out there, joining these organizations. It's wild, man. And Mike C, I feel the exact same way, man. I don't even know where I would be at today had I not made the decision to marry the woman that I'm married to right now. I don't know where I would be at today. I don't know how the kids would have fared had I not made that decision. There's a book that came out. There's a book that came out a while back. Rest in peace to Thomas Stanley. But there's a book out there. It's called The Millionaire Next Door. And in that book, The Millionaire Next Door, it was a New York Times bestseller. I don't know if you guys have had the chance to read it. But if you haven't, I definitely think you should check it out. It's definitely worth the read. I've read it and I've listened to it, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 times already. But in The Millionaire Next Door, it talks about who the people are in America that actually have money. And it goes into really deep detail of the successful people in the country. Now I'm about to put y'all on something, and maybe, for those of you guys that have read the book, phenomenal, great. I'm glad you have. Turn it on somebody else because they need to read it. Want to make sure I don't miss anything in it. But in The Millionaire Next Door, they talk about who the wealthiest people are in the country in that book. And in the book, he goes down, and I mean, this is from, doing studies, doing research, and doing interviews, of these people that are in this category. And even right now, to this day, 2025, this book came out, the initial book came out in the 90s, and then there's been a couple editions that have come out after the fact. But the average millionaire in America is first generation millionaire, meaning they don't come from money. They're married, and they've been married to the same woman for 20 years or more. Their children aren't on mommy and daddy's dole anymore. They're off taking care of themselves. And the age of these individuals is between about 56 and 58 years old. And they live in modest homes. They drive modest cars. They're not your super flashy people. More times than not, you would not even know that these people are millionaires. More times than not, you wouldn't know it. So when we have all of this data about who the wealthy families are, when we look at the data and we can see who the wealthy people are in the country, when you start looking at household incomes, and you start seeing a direct correlation to marriage and people who build families, and there's a direct correlation to marriage and people who build families to wealth, a couple of things I have to ask. One, why isn't the government talking about this and incentivizing more people to go this route? My second question is, why aren't the churches discussing this and letting people know that not only is this God's plan for you, but it is the best plan, and it is a definite direction to building wealth. You got a lot of folks out there talking about building generational wealth. I want to build generational wealth, generational wealth. Hard to build generational wealth when you got 3 baby mamas, when you got 4 kids by 4 different dudes. Hard to build generational wealth when you got the family courts in your paycheck before you touch a dollar. Hard to do. So why aren't there more conversations around these are the people with the money? Now, we see the entertainers, we see the athletes, we see the people who hit the lottery, we'll learn about the CEOs. And they seem like they talk about those people because they're not as attainable as if they just broke down who the average millionaire is. Right? And it's almost by design that they don't want to they don't want people to know. It's almost by design. But if you have not taken the time to check out The Millionaire Next Door, I definitely think you should. It is a great read. If you have any young people that are just starting out life, I think you should have them take a time to read it, listen to it. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I think you can find it on YouTube for free to listen to. Phenomenal book. Mm-hmm. Oh, and he loves Proverbs chapter 6, verse 6. Consider the ant, you sluggard, lazy, be wise. Wake up, you learn and teach your children the next generation. Absolutely. Absolutely. Quincy, you're absolutely right. They don't want you too independent. Yeah. Well, I won't say the government. Democrats don't want you too independent. They definitely don't want you. They need a permanent underclass. They need some people that they can, toss that carrot out there and say, hey, we're the ones that's going to save you. We're the ones that's going to give you a little something. It's never enough to thrive. It's just enough to survive. And really just survive for maybe 25 to 26 days out of the month. You're going to starve for 4 or 5 days until that, until them bennies hit come the first of the month. Don Dada, I don't even blame you on that one. That's why, even for me, man, hey, you got all these folks out here, they want to wear all this designer and all this kind of stuff, man. Even if I could afford it, I wouldn't buy it. Why do I want to walk around with a billboard that says, rob me? Why would I do that? Why would I want to walk around like that? Please. Big, stupid, gaudy chain on. All you're saying is, hey, I look like I got a little bit of money. Please come take it from me. That's all you're saying. Shout out to Queen Chloe with the $50 super chat. Appreciate you, Queen Chloe. Salute to you. Thank you for supporting the channel. She says, hey, Wise and family, want y'all to know that I'm grateful to be a part of your community. Great discussions. My legacy is the success of my marriage and our 4 sons who are great husbands and fathers. Absolutely. Yeah, that's what matters most, man. We need more people like you, Queen Chloe, and others, out there to tell the young women that, hey, that job don't care about you. That career that you working your tail off for, it will not keep you warm at night. It will not love on you on your deathbed. It will not love on you when you're in your, greatest time of need. It won't be there for you. Shout out to Eric Smith with the $5 super chat. Says, I'm assembling a cat exercise wheel because my cat has diabetes. Oh my goodness. Come on now, Eric, you got to do better than that. Legacy matters, man. Trendsetter said, I can't stand seeing people's paychecks on their wrist and neck. Interesting. Yeah, you'll see it a lot. Now, Trendsetter, I know you're in Georgia. If you don't mind, what city, where are you at in Georgia? Are you in the Atlanta area or are you in one of the other cities in Georgia? Yeah, I like to keep it simple, man. I like to keep it simple. Mike C said, find someone that wants to build something with you. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. But my challenge to men, is that for a lot of men, especially, your younger men, you got to show yourself as someone that, one can submit to, and that you got to have a program to bring someone in and say, okay, hey, this is what I got going on, and this is where I need your help. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to being a leader, yeah, you lead by serving, but you also got to be able to give some instructions. Don't just bring somebody on and say, I want your help. No, they're looking for that guidance for you to teach them, hey, this is the role that I need for you to play in my life. I'm going to take care of this piece. I need you to take care of this piece. You got to have a program already set. Now, the program, it doesn't need to be finished. You don't have to have everything accomplished, but you need to show that, hey, this is the program. This is the direction that we're heading. And then allow this individual to come in and be a helpmeet and assistant to where you're trying to go in life. That's the other issue. You got a lot of guys out there that are looking for a good woman, but they don't have no program. The woman, he say, hey, I want someone to come in and be a submissive and be a helpmeet, but you ain't got nothing for her to help you with. So, hey, how about you get that in order first? Oh, okay. Sandy Springs area. Okay. That's what's up. Yeah, I know you've seen a lot out there. Okay, so you're in the metro. Okay. That's what's up. I can dig. I'm gonna have to see if I can find you on Insta. I'll make a connection. My son, he's on Insta. I'll see if I can make that happen. Ed Maurer says the first law of successful life Don't worry about what others think. Oh man, absolutely. Absolutely. Worrying about what other people think about you, that's a good way to keep yourself broke. That's also a good way to kind of keep your anxiety up. Absolutely, Ed. I agree with you there. Oh yeah, Crystal, you are out in Buckhead. You're not that far away. Yeah. Yeah. I agree with that. But with that being said, I'm gonna get up out of here, man. Appreciate you guys pulling up today and hanging out with me for a bit, man. Hope you guys enjoyed the show today. Shout out to all my ARP family members, man. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel financially. I appreciate you guys. I enjoyed this today. This was a really good conversation. What Playboy Willie says, Wise, play that video where women tell you what they want. I don't know what video you're talking about, bro. Don't get me in any trouble. Don't get me in any trouble today, Playboy Billy. Don't get me in any trouble today. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed your show today. I thought it was a good conversation today. I thought it was it was pretty good. Today was pretty good. You know, I can't say that they're always, good. Sometimes I get off of this thing and I'm like, that could have been better. But overall, I thought today was pretty good, man. Good conversation. But yeah, man. Hey, tomorrow we're gonna be back at this thing. We got a nice panel coming through. We got Crystal from Crystal Beyond Levels pulling up tomorrow. We got my guy Jay Witt from the Jay Witt podcast pulling up tomorrow. We got my guy Minister Danzel pulling up tomorrow. So we're gonna have a good conversation tomorrow. It should be fun. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. So Dr. Kyler, come on now, Dr. Kyler. We're not gonna do any Kendra G reactions on here. That show is a hot daggone mess. That show is a hot daggone mess. Goodness gracious. Zephyr said, all right, Queen Chloe, take care, man. God bless you as well. Hey, we're going to get out of here. Shout out to all my ARP family members, man. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. Shout out to everybody that supported the channel financially today. Appreciate you guys, man. Appreciate you guys. We're going to get up out of here tomorrow. We'll be back at this thing, Lord willing, tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And, God bless you guys, man. I really appreciate you guys, man. I really do. I really appreciate you guys, man. All right. So, as always, keep God first. Y'all make sure y'all stay prayed up. Y'all know it's crazy out here. Y'all know it's crazy out here. Y'all make sure y'all stay prayed up. Keep your family lifted up in prayer. Keep me lifted up in prayer. And, hey, man, we'll catch up with you all next time. Y'all take care. Peace.
We won't stop. I won't quit. Stand for the truth. No counterfeit. Real ones rise. Let the fake ones split. Repent for the lies. Let the